Boom.
Yes. What's good, everybody? You know what time it is. Get that badger in and on and over here. Get him in and on and over here. What we all saying, I'm still buzzing about my man Bamford and that outrageous goal. The strike, I've been watching it honestly all day. I've got it on repeat, every different angle. There's a mint angle from like behind Ampadu, and you see it get chipped over and he just comes into the shot. Which is... Oh, so happy for that lad. Sent him a message on Instagram and put at the end, I know you're not going to see this, but you're a beast, lad. And it is truly, I'm so happy for him. Still some ball bags commenting, abusing him. I just, he scores literally the best goal I've ever seen live, and then still falls into some hatred somehow. It's a remarkable world. I just want to sort of briefly touch on that, even though people then tell me not to bother, but it's just an interesting topic. I can put my hand on my heart and say I couldn't really care less. What's Dallas provided? Is he not been stealing a career then, or do all just blindly like Dallas? So I absolutely love Stuart Dallas, but he has been out for what, a year and a half? He's literally forgot that he's even in the squad. So because Bamford's now back playing, he's been stealing a career, but Dallas hasn't, which I find intriguing to say the very least. And you all lauded certain strikers over the years that you've absolutely fallen in love with, and I think you'd be interested to know the actual goal value that they brought. You cannot suggest for a single second, a single solitary moment, that he doesn't offer something different up top. That ball is from a long, hopeful ball forward. Obviously, he's picked him out as Ampadu. It's a good ball, but he's still pinged it. It's still a 70-yard thing that he's got to bring down, pluck out of air, and then rifle it home. But, he's a hitman, target man, isn't he, up top? There's loads of times where he's just chesting it off or laying header off or something. He just offers something completely different that Rutter and Perau don't do. So, yeah, well done, Bamford. Let go! So, all aboard the bullshit, boss! So, there's been some talks that Gadger Carvalho, however you say his name, he plays for Liverpool, but he's been all over the shop. He's been out on loan, I think, to Leipzig, who we love. He's come back, but the latest is, so apparently Leeds, Hull and Southampton were all in for him, and apparently he's chose Hull, which that's just the latest, so that's apparently going to go through. It's surprising, really. I don't really know what that's about, because I don't mind him not picking us. I don't really care, to be fair. Like, what will be, will be. But, Southampton are obviously they're pushing for promotion. We're pushing for promotion. Hull are, granted, they're 7th, so, they're not too shabby themselves, but maybe he thinks he walked straight into the side at Hull. Maybe he don't think he'd get straight inside with us. But obviously, Liverpool are thinking something about it. But interesting, we've got a bit of shit online saying that he's chose a rival over us. I'm still not on board, though, where Hull are our rivals. I can't help it. It's like the proximity is close, but I just cannot fathom them being a rival to Leeds United, really. It's like a couple of mates, Sheffield fans, and they seem to think that they're rivals, and I don't know about anybody else. But the days where I think about what Sheffield United are up to are minimal, unless I'm laughing at them. So I don't really see them as rival. I'm aware that they're a league above us, but not in my mind, they're not. So that'll do me. Celtic are apparently in for Gelhardt, which I actually think would be a really good move for Gelhardt. That Chinese or Japanese fella that they've got up top, so he's off to whatever that tournament is, Copa del Sol America, whatever the fuck it's called. So he's off away. So they'll need a striker, basically. And I actually think that'd be a good move. They're on about a permanent deal, though, from Celtic, so that'd be a shame to see Gelhardt go, but he's not going to get in our side, as he by the looks of it. We've had him a few years now. He was meant to be the man wanted coming through. He showed little glimpses. It's so hard for players, really. They show glimpses. There's no doubt about it. There's a player in there, isn't there? But just there's so much to do to reach the level of, like, Bamford, for instance, that everybody gives him shit. I think Ayling's off skis. He got quite emotional after the Birmingham game. Fucking Birmingham game, what man about? I can't remember who it was that we just played, where Bamford scored the worldie that I ain't shut up about. But he got emotional after that game. There were like a fan ran on and cuddled him, and he couldn't hold back the tears, couldn't lad. So that's probably a bit of a sign that he's, Cooper were over with him and stuff. Dan James were over with him. So I think he's looking like he's going. West Ham have now come in for Gnonto, allegedly. And obviously Everton have been floating around Gnonto. I actually think West Ham is a move that could potentially happen. I think if West Ham are in for him, that is a move that the club, West Ham could potentially want Gnonto. Gnonto would want to go to West Ham. And I think Leeds would sell, because I think they'd get a decent amount of money off West Ham. That'd be a decent signing for us. Because, to be fair, Gnonto's not really bringing much, I don't believe, in the Championship. He's only shown spits and spats at Leeds. He's definitely brilliant. I think he's definitely, top quality footballer. But yeah, that's interesting to see what happens with that. Robin Koch is going to sign for Frankfurt on a free transfer. That's all but confirmed. So he's apparently doing quite well in Frankfurt. I forgot he even played for us at any point. Couldn't care less, seeing a bit. He's gone on a free, so obviously all part-time bankroll managers have come out on Twitter and said this is how we manage the club and we can't do this and we can't do that, because everybody's worried about the finances of the club for some unknown reason. But in the Ridsdale days, nobody give a shit. So, just spend big, spend big, sell bigger, make money, but spend enough to make the fans feel as though they're wanting to invest money. They don't want to lose money, but they need to invest enough to not warrant making profit, but need to make profit on players when we sell them, because it matters to me when we sell a player. It matters to me. I can go to the pub and go, yeah, but we made fucking 16 mil on him. We made 16 mil, and look what we did with it. We reinvested it. We put it into this, and we did this. And he was saying, so whose job is it then? Whose job is it to do that then? Whose job is it? Ain't my job. Ain't my job. I'm a primary school teacher. Ain't my fucking job to bring players in and out. It's his job. We made 16 million on that fella. And Robin Koch's gone for free. What did we pay? 12 mil we paid for Robin Koch. Gone. Out down shitter. Don't matter. Don't matter that he played for us for a couple of years in Premier League and basically we got his money back in that sense because he was half decent. Don't matter. Fuck you off. So he's out of here. And Archie Gray, this is lingering around like a bad smell, like a long guff. Apparently Tottenham are in for the race for him now. So there's Tottenham, Liverpool, Man City and Dortmund all after him. I think it's a load of woof, this. I also think it'd ruin him. Look at what happened to Phillips, and Phillips are a much more established international. Look what happened to Jack Clark. I know he's ripping it up, to be fair. He's doing well with Sunderland, but it's taken him some time. Archie Gray's getting plenty of game time. He's played every single game, more or less, for us. It's a risk. I think the only one that would be potential is obviously Dortmund, because they will sort of play younger players and English players and what have you. It's worked out for other people like Sancho, and then he's come over and done shit all and he's off back now. But in my genuine, unbiased view, I think he's better off spending at least a full season with us. I also think Leeds will hold their nerve with Archie Gray because he's one of ours. I think they'll hold out, and if they'll be waiting on some big bucks. Because ultimately, if Man City come in for him now, whatever, one, he's never going to play. He's never going to play for Man City at that age. He's just not. And if he goes to Man City with no backlog of playing at a decent level, played in Championship, that is not. Man City aren't interested in that unless it's on some sort of English hype, where they need a certain amount of homegrown players, however it works. Not happening. It's total shit talk. But there could be a big move for him further down the line. But I actually believe he wants to play for Leeds as well. I don't know whether that's, just a figment of my imagination, but I do believe that. I want to just quickly get everybody's thoughts on this as well. So Anton Ferdinand and Jude Bellingham's brothers, Rio Ferdinand, Anton Ferdinand and Jude Bellingham, that Job, whatever he's called, who obviously plays for Birmingham, I think. They've been talking about how they've been on about it on radio, how the brothers, the struggle, it must be must be real difficult for Job, whatever he's called. It must be really difficult for him to have a brother like Jude Bellingham. Well, I don't know do people not get on with the brothers? I don't understand. I mean, I do most of the time. Why would you struggle with that? Why would you be in competition with your brother in that sense? You want to be as good as you can at football, but you know, if you can't just be, if my brother were a Ballon d'Or winner and I was a potential Ballon d'Or winner and I was in the Championship, I wouldn't be worried about my brother. It's fucking. I just didn't understand it. And then Anton Ferdinand came on radio and he was saying, "Yeah, I struggled being Rio's brother. Everybody just used to call me Rio's brother." Well, when I bump into my brothers, I've got two brothers. When I bump into their mates and they go, "Oh, it's such and such's brother," I'm not going to say the names for purposes of this video. Not that anybody's going to hunt them down. But you know, I go, "Well, yeah, I am his brother." So, and I think it's mint. So, yeah, I am, and you're not.
Boom.
JackCity, bitch. JackCity, bitch. Hey!
I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna play no games. No, I don't wanna hear your promises. You do you and I'll do me. That's just the way it is. Don't wanna ever feel surprised. That's why I ask no.